started, just keep us on schedule. I appreciate y'all coming back. Today will not be as long, so, what we'll do is, we're gonna go through our ranking process first, we'll look at a little bit of data, and then I'll talk to you about, after we rank all the courses and publishers, I'll talk to you about the next step of the process, that'll be at the school level, okay? So typically what we do on this is I go, first course is anatomy, and I'll just call out the school name, and then, you'll take time to rank that out, and then I'll have you call that out to me, and I just then put it on the spreadsheet, so we can all see it, for the public, for you guys. And that does not mean that we're married to that ranking, okay? We can have discussion on it after we have everything filled in, and we determine our top two, okay? So what I'll do now is I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes. If you wanna fill out your ranking sheets, you can do it for all your courses, anatomy, biology, chemistry. You go and have those prepped. And what this form is that at the bottom, there's some language that I borrowed from the state. This is what the state of Florida uses on their state adoption. And you're just saying that you didn't become employed by a publisher, you reviewed the materials, you reviewed the training, that you're not working for a publisher, just did not skew the results, okay? So what we'll do is we'll take about 5 minutes, just rank them out, 1 through 3, 1 through 4, 1 through 5, and then I'll bring this back together, and then we'll call them out for the cameras, okay? And if you need to use the restroom, feel free to do that. We'll reconvene in about 5 minutes after you fill out your sheets.
I like.
And you can discuss that today. You can discuss it.
Same page.
We don't even have a class.
I mean, really, that's why, for Saturday, this is the concept, it's the same thing with like knowledge, it's recovered, like, why do I want to say that? What do you want?
Well, yeah, I know.
Too high. It says that.
We go on Tuesdays to the hospital and intern. By the time I got put through, I had all this, I mean, I wrote a lot of notes.
And it's used that condo, right?
Okay.
You'll be like set up traps.
The other books that we have, the ones.
Now, did they clean the room after wet around?
Yes, you did.
Still smelling it.
I asked them.
What?
Those just sit there.
We've they fall out of seat. We have.
See them right at school board.
They try to catch you with their.
I just wanted to say, I saw your email about the chemistry tests and
We had a faculty meeting last night, and I'm like,
yeah,
there's 4 kids just sitting there.
I mean, you know what you're doing.
So I was like, oh, I don't know what to do.
I was really disappointed.
There were some
Right, I knew that she was like.
See that, right, we came back, sorry, and all
All right, does anybody need more time? Anybody need more time? Looks like everybody's done. All right, we'll go ahead and start calling out the rankings. So we're gonna start with anatomy, and if I call out a high school that does not have a representative, I'll pause, and we're just gonna go with a no score on that. So we are gonna start with anatomy, and any representatives from Choctaw for anatomy? I think we did. Crestview High School?
Okay,
Yep.
so what do you need?
So tell me your first, who was your first?
Number one, Goodhart Wilcox,
Okay. All right,
and 2 is BE Publishing,
okay,
3 McGraw-Hill,
okay,
4 E-Dynamic,
all right,
5 Kidam,
all right,
6 National Geographic.
okay. Anybody from Fort Walton Beach High School? Okay,
I put 1 McGraw Hill,
all right,
2 BE,
okay,
3 Goodhart,
all right,
4 is Cengage,
okay,
5 is E-Dynamic,
all right.
and for Kidam I just put no.
So we'll put a 6 on there for her, so.
Just put no.
All right, anybody from Niceville? Okay. Baker? Laurel Hill? All right, and parent representative on that one? I did not get a score sent on that, so, okay. Let us go over to biology. Oops. All right. We got Choctaw.
Number 1, McGraw Hill. Number 2, Savas.
Okay.
Number 3, National Geographic.
Okay.
Number 4, Accelerate Learning.
Okay.
And Kidam 5.
All right.
I think we all have the same ranking. We do. We all just check our, after we rank, we shared, and we all have the same ranking.
Okay. All right. So Crestview, we have a rep from Crestview.
Yes, same.
Okay. Gotcha. Fill that in. 3. And Fort Walton Beach, we had somebody. No. Okay. Niceville.
Same.
Same? Gotcha. Sorry, I have to do this for the sake of the process, so. Baker,
Same.
okay,
Makes it look easy today.
that is easy. Laurel Hill, same.
McGraw Hill, yeah, McGraw Hill was number 1, and then Savas would be 2.
Okay. All right, so we'll go to environmental.
Stop it, you don't like it.
It's good, it's not up to me. It's
Do we have a rep from Choctaw for environmental?
kid 'em. No. Kid.
Crestview? Let's see, Fort Walton Beach? Okay. All right,
Savage 1,
okay.
National Geographic 2, McGraw Hill 3.
3, all right. Niceville? No. Baker, Laurel Hill? Okay. Jumping to Marine. Anybody from Choctaw?
No.
Crestview? Fort Walton Beach?
Yeah,
All right.
E-Dynamic 3, McGraw Hill 1, National Geographic 2.
Okay. Niceville? Baker? Or Laurel Hill? Okay. All right, so let's jump down to chemistry. All right, Choctaw?
Accelerate 3, Kidam 6, McGraw Hill 2, National Geographic 1, Pasco 4, and Savas 5.
Okay. All right, Crestview?
Okay, Accelerate, that would be 5. Kidum 6. McGraw-Hill 2. National Geographic 1. Pasco 4. Savas 5.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Savas 3.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Fort Walton Beach.
Accelerate 3, Kidum 6, McGraw-Hill 2, National Geographic 1, Pasco 4, Savas 5.
Excuse me. Niceville.
Accelerate Learning 6. Kidum 5. McGraw-Hill 2. Nat Geo 1. Pasco 3. Savas 4.
Baker. All right, Laurel Hill.
Accelerate 4, Kidum 6, McGraw-Hill 3, Nat Geo 2, Pasco 5, Savas 1.
Okay. All right, Earth Space. Anybody from Choctaw?
Yes.
Okay.
McGraw-Hill 2, Nat Geo 1.
Okay. Crestview.
2 and 1.
2 and 1. Fort Walton Beach. Niceville.
2 and 1.
Baker. And Laurel Hill. All right, so anybody for physical science? Any rep? They think we have one in the back, maybe.
I'm a parent for Baker, so I didn't know if you want me to give my.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Which I'll come back to you in just
Okay.
a second.
All
All right. Obviously, McGraw-Hill is kind of a no-brainer. So, for the sake of the process. So, all right, on to physics. Choctaw. Anybody from Choctaw? Crestview.
No.
Fort Walton Beach. Nope. Niceville.
Accelerate 5.
Okay.
Kidum OpenStax 1. McGraw-Hill 2. Pasco Scientific 3. And Savas 4.
Okay. All right, and my parent representative in the back, which courses do you have?
Just Earthspace Science.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and what was your ranking on that one?
McGraw-Hill 2, and then National Geographic 1.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and that's all of our courses. So what we've done in the past is we look at the average score down at the bottom. It's kind of like golf. Is how I relate it to. So lowest score is better. So I'm going to use biology as an example. So based on the rankings, our top 2 would be McGraw-Hill and Savas. And so at that point, so looking at biology, my biology group, and Ms. Ellis and Ms. Pearson in the back, is there any disagreement, or do we feel like that ranking is accurate to go out to our school voting process for our top 2? That will open the floor for discussion on biology on that one.
I feel like it's accurate.
Okay. I feel like it is, so but just for the sake, again. Moving to environmental. I feel like that one's pretty accurate as well. Marine. Let's see. Chemistry. Help me out here. It looks like these are our top 2. McGraw-Hill and Cengage. Is there any discussion on those 2? I double check my math, so make sure our space was pretty easy. Top 2. McGraw-Hill, that was pretty easy. And then physics. So I'm gonna come back up to my anatomy group. So we've got two here, so we've got a three-way tie, okay? So looking at that, so also what I do, so we have to narrow down to our top two. And so I also pull the Ed Credible score based on the rubrics that were submitted. And so looking at the highest two scores, you have McGraw-Hill and Goodhart. So we do have to pick a top two. So if you two want to confer for a minute, I'll give you that time to do that. But I will let y'all pick what your top two would be, so.
So those top two that you just called out, Goodhart and McGraw-Hill, were the scores?
So based on the rubrics in Ed Credible, the average score is 151 for Goodhart and then 162 for McGraw-Hill. So they had the two highest rubric scores in the system.
Okay.
All right, I can't be quiet.
No, yep.
I'm gonna have to address the biology team, just keep this a thought. Your number two choice is something that we've had, and as a regular student, it just seems like it's a pretty hardy textbook for an on-grade level student. And we have a bunch of those books that we can continue to supplement honors with. So I'm just saying, I mean, again, you vote, but that's been my only concern about, I saw this. Now, y'all can decide, and that's just, I've said my
So let's talk anatomy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm sorry.
No.
I thought you had finished anatomy.
No.
Something for you to marinate on.
So for my anatomy folks,
We're chatting.
okay, gotcha.
We gotta chat real quick.
All good. So while they're chatting, just for the sake of time, and I can get them caught up on this part, I'm going to talk about the school voting process and what's going to be our next step since we picked our top two. Everybody listen. Everybody listen. Everybody listen. All right, so next steps in the process. All right, so we've got our top two, all right, based on for all of our courses. So your next steps is to coordinate a school vote at your school, okay? So if you're here representing biology, okay, I'm going to send you voting documents for each course, okay? So even if you evaluated biology, you'll get one for chemistry, anatomy, earth space, all the sciences. If your school doesn't teach it, you don't have to vote on it, okay? So you can invite all the teachers. They can come look at all the samples if they're in your room. They also can look at these online if they want to look at them and evaluate them. So your school vote, I'm going to invite our top two. Okay, I'm going to use biology as an example.
Okay.
I'm going to invite McGraw-Hill and Savage back for like a community night where teachers can come talk to them, parents can come talk to them, you guys can come back. They're usually not heavily attended, okay? So your school vote should occur after February 29th, okay? The publishers will be in this room on February 29th from 4 to 6, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So your school vote can occur after that date. And we do that just to give everybody a chance to come talk to them if they want.
Thank you.
Okay? I will email you the form.
I'm glad you caught that one.
You just have to print it out. They'll pick their choice. The teacher has to teach that course. Okay? So if they teach chemistry, they can't vote on biology. All right? If they teach bio, they can't vote on physics. Okay? So the votes, your voting results, I'll share a Google Doc with you later in this process. It'll be early March. I'll send you a Google Doc. You'll just respond to that Google Doc to me and it tallies the votes for me. Okay? And so if you have 3 teachers that teach biology at your school, if 2 vote for Savas and 1 is for McGraw-Hill, then Savas will be your school's vote. Okay? So I'll use Choctaw as an example. Ms. Grant does her vote at the school. 2 pick bio, 1 picks, well, that's a bad example because we got Mr. Johnson here too. Choctaw's vote for biology would be the majority winner, okay? So Choctaw gets a vote for biology, they get a vote for chemistry, Fort Walton gets a vote, but it's based on the majority of teachers that vote for that publisher. Okay, does that make sense? I'm fighting a head cold, so I feel like I'm making sense, but I may not be. So don't hesitate to ask questions. Yes.
When we put that vote out to the teachers at our school, can all teachers vote on those textbooks, or only the teachers that are currently teaching that course?
Only teachers currently teaching the course.
Even though they might be teaching it in the future?
Correct, yeah, that's been our process in the past because we don't know if they're gonna teach it, and so we rely on the ones that are teaching it currently, so. Yes, ma'am.
So by what means, like, for example, like, I could get in chemistry and I could share my links and stuff like that, the passwords we were given for evaluation for chemistry, but we have subjects on there that there's no Choctaw representative, therefore I don't have a way of, like, obtaining that for people. So
Yeah.
by what means would we be able to access the online stuff for anyone if they chose to want to look at it for voting processes?
So I can see you a link, it's on our district webpage.
Okay.
And there's like a block down there at the bottom that says science adoption. I can show it to you really fast. If I can pull up a browser here. I'll send it to you in an email, but I'll show it to you really quick. So if they come down here to science textbook adoption, they can go back and watch the presentations if they want to. They're saved right here. And then also if they scroll down, let me get the high school. So here's all the high school classes. They're broken out by subject, so they can come here and look at it online if they want to. So, all right, I'm gonna circle back to my anatomy, folks. Do we have our top two?
Yes. Yes, we'll go with those two that were ranked in the incredible. So GW and McGraw Hill.
Okay. All right, so are there any questions on the voting process? And I will send out an email with all this information, trying to summarize it, because I know it's a lot of information coming fast, trying to drink from a fire hose sometimes. The main two dates right now will be February 29th. Any date after that, you can have your school vote. And then the results are due to me on the 13th of March by 2 p.m. Okay? And I will email you out the ballots, so you don't have to create one. I'll send you all the materials, so it should be just print them off, have them come by, check it off that they voted. They do only get to vote once. So I know some teachers have split lines. So I typically say the majority of the courses they teach, that's what they should vote on. So, any questions? Going once? I did not explain it that well. Although I'm on sinus medicine, I did not explain it that well.
Can you scroll back on to, can you scroll back down to the chemistry?
Sure. If there are no other questions, we still have time, but we'll go ahead and end the meeting. But I'll be here for questions if you think of something after that. The rest of the day is yours. We are doing a full day sub for you guys. So you can, if you want to kind of think about how you want to coordinate your school vote, you're welcome to do that. That's kind of what we give you that day to do that. But also if you have other activities you need to handle, feel free to do that as well. But don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. Just shoot me an email and we'll get that answer for you. Okay? I appreciate you guys coming in and being so efficient with this. If you'll leave your ranking sheets, leave the pens on the table, leave your ranking sheets. I'm going to come by and collect them. I just saved that for documentation. And you guys have a great day. Thank y'all.